Hi, I'm Debbie Majors, the Americans with Disabilities Act coordinator for the city of Boynton Beach. And today we're bringing you some information and resources to help you be better prepared for the 2020 hurricane season. Some things have changed and we have more information about the changes that have occurred and what to do if you need to go to a shelter and how to better prepare. With us this morning, I have a panel which includes Ian Fire Chief Mike Besosa, who is here.
Morning.
Good morning. And we also have with us Keith Wall from Palm Beach County Special Needs Shelters.
Good morning.
In a minute, we're going to have Laura Landsberg, our marketing manager for the city of Boynton Beach. And she will be giving us some resources towards the end. And our interpreter this morning is Beth Weidmeister with the WAG Group. So Keith, let's start with you. Now, if I'm in an evacuation zone, or maybe even if I'm not, how do I decide if I'm going to go to a hurricane shelter? And if I do, what do I need to know?
Sure, so the first decision you need to make is, should I evacuate? You've got to ask yourself, are you in an evacuation zone? It's important to look at the most recent shelter maps, which can be found online at readypbc.com or on the City of Boynton Beach website. If you're not in an evacuation zone, but you live in a mobile or manufactured home, you feel your house is of substandard construction, or you have a life-threatening medical need, it's important to evacuate. If not, you'll be in the best position to take care of yourself, stay safe, and be comfortable at home. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to ask you a question, Keith. So if you live by yourself, do you have any suggestions for someone that lives alone?
Absolutely. It's always good to get together with other people and form a team. If you know that you have a neighbor that's by themselves or you're by themselves, it's good to pair up with another nearby family, shelter with them so that you can work together and take care of each other better.
Okay. And are there any special precautions with the shelters due to the pandemic?
Absolutely. We're taking a number of steps based on the CDC's best practices. We're going to ensure that everyone coming to the shelters is provided with facial coverings. They'll be expected to wear them for the duration of their time in the shelter. We're going to establish hand washing or hand sanitizing stations outside of and within the shelters. We're going to change the layouts to incorporate social distancing. Everyone is still going to get 20 square feet per person. That's 4 feet by 5 feet. So if you come alone, you get 20 square feet. If you come with a family of 2, you get 40 square feet, and that expands up to the size of your family. But outside of each individual or each family group, we're going to create a social distancing buffer so that you're never within 6 feet of other people in the shelter. We're also going to change some of our practices to bring the food to you, provide water closer to your dormitory, so that at no point should you have to travel around the shelter to get food, go to the bathroom, or get what you need. We're also going to be providing some resources to help isolate those who may be sick from those who are well, so that we can protect everyone's health, keep everyone comfortable for the sheltering experience. As always, being home is the best place if it's safe and appropriate for you, but the shelters will be ready to take care of you even in the event of COVID.
That's wonderful. That's great news. And we thank Palm Beach County for doing all of that extra work to prepare for those who truly have nowhere else to go but the shelter. Thank you. Now I'd like to turn it over to Deputy Chief Besosa to give us maybe some tips about what we can do now, because hurricane season started June 1st, and how to keep safe. What do we need to do to keep safe during the storm and after?
Okay, well, the first thing, we want to start stocking up with our emergency food and water supplies. Don't wait till the last minute. We do, a lot of people wait for the last minute, and as soon as that storm is heading our way, the shelves get wiped out of Publix and everywhere else. So you want to start putting stuff, canned foods, water, everything, start stocking up now. Non-electric can openers, first aid kits, essential medications that you're going to need. If you can get a 3-month supply now of your essential medications, that's a good time to do it is now and not wait till later. Flashlights, radios, plenty of batteries. Okay, know your evacuation routes if you're close to the water. If the evacuation warning comes in, make sure you leave as soon as possible. That's one of the most dangerous things that people don't heed the warnings. And then it not only makes it harder on the first responders, and the police officers, because now we have to go out and try to get you out the last minute with flooding roads and things like that. So as soon as you get that warning, try to get out as quickly as possible. Know your evacuation routes. Do not stay. Storm surges and flash flooding is a common occurrence, okay? Washed out bridges, cars get stuck in the roadways, they can get pushed off the roadways if the water, is coming fast enough. So make sure that, you do know your routes getting out. Again, try to stay with a friend before going to a shelter. If you have to leave your home, make sure you place all your important paperwork in a Ziploc plastic bag and take it with you, okay? You wanna make sure you have your insurance cards, videos of what you have in your home, any type of important paperwork that you think you may need, take it with you. Storm shutter safety, people are gonna go out there and try to put their storm shutters up. They're gonna be using rickety ladders. So just, be careful with, the preparation of your home. The storm shutters, we get a lot of people cutting themselves with the metal, or if they're putting up plywood, with the nail guns. So all that, we wanna make sure that you're staying safe there. Watch for heat exhaustion. Most of the time when you are preparing your house, very warm outside, very humid. So make sure you drink plenty of water while you're out there. Gasoline storage, everybody's gonna try to, get a good gasoline reserve going. Make sure you don't have all the gasoline in the garage. Try to use a outside shed to store all your gasoline for your generators. Generator safety is big every year. We warn people, do not use the generators. Do not open your garage door and have your generator inside the garage, okay? Carbon monoxide will build up inside the house and it will kill you. So do not have that generator until after the storm is over. You can put the generator on, but make sure it's outside. Do not ever do that. Every year we get the same thing, people putting them inside the house and everywhere else. Make sure you turn your breakers off. During a storm, you're gonna lose a lot of power. The power's gonna come on and off. It's gonna do damage to your appliances, could start a fire. So make sure you turn your breakers off until the lights come on in the neighborhood, and then, safely you can turn them back on. Turn any gas off that's going into your house before you leave. As far as we're concerned, we will not respond any emergency vehicles out if the sustained winds hit 50 miles an hour. So during that time period, if you call 911, we're gonna be stacking those calls. Dispatch will stack those calls until those winds die down, and then we're gonna go out. The problem is we're only gonna have maybe 80 to 100 firefighters on duty at any time period during or after a storm. So if we have 70, 80,000 people and communities that we have to go out to, obviously, it's gonna be time consuming for us to get around to everybody. So we're gonna prioritize. The biggest problems we have, the biggest safety thing is after the storm, electrical wires in the water. People wanna come out, especially if the hurricane's over your head and you get, the eye of the storm, and it'll calm down, it'll look like it's over. People go outside, there's water everywhere, lines down. That's where we have the most problems with the safety issues. We run more calls after the storm than any time else. Broken glass, debris, contaminated water, dead animals. So basically, that's the gist of it. A good tip is if you live in a community, maybe there's some CERT people there. We do have CERT people scattered around the city and communities to help. You can hang ribbons on your doors so that after the storm, everybody should be taking the ribbons off the door handle. If there's still ribbons on the door handle, go check on those people. All right, that means there could be a problem with their health, especially if the electric's down, they're older, they needed oxygen or whatever. So that's about all I have for now, but like I say, after the storm, be very careful because it's the most dangerous time, really.
Thank you. And I know you mentioned that if the winds get over 50 miles an hour, it's too dangerous for the trucks to be out on the road?
Yes, because they're very top heavy and it's too dangerous for us to be out there. So we will hold stack those calls. We are considering maybe using PD's armored vehicle for something. If somebody was having a heart attack, that maybe we can use that to get out to the house just to grab a patient if we had to and leave. So that is on the table. We have had that discussion before.
Well, we know you're doing everything you can, and we appreciate it very much, and we certainly want you to be safe as well. We will need you, certainly, after the storm. And also to remind people who have dogs that like to go out and walk after the storm, I know you need your dogs to relieve. And as Deputy Chief Azosa was saying, that standing water is definitely a threat to your safety, so to keep that in mind. And now I would like to introduce Laura Landsberg, our marketing manager, to tell you where to find the latest information. We're in the beginning of hurricane season right now, and things are definitely going to get hairy. They always do. So Laura's going to give you some resources to go to. So when you see that we get a warning or a notice that a storm is approaching, where you can go get the latest information. So I'm going to hop over to my right, and she'll pop in.
Thank you, Debbie. Hi, everyone. My name is Laura Landsberg. I'm the marketing manager for the city of Boynton Beach. I wanted to let you know that we have created a website with a lot of important information on how to prepare your home and your property for a storm, and also how to find important information such as shelters, evacuations. That website is prepareboyntonbeach.com. That website is ADA accessible as well as translatable into both Spanish and Creole. And again, on that website, you'll find important information such as finding your evacuation zone, finding your shelter, as well as important information about special populations, for example. If you have an animal and planning ahead of how you're going to find a shelter for an animal. I know that some animal shelters require advanced registration, and they also require that you have your animals vaccinated and up to date. So that's something to consider at the beginning stages of hurricane season. On the website as well, there's information about what to have in your evacuation kit and about preparing your home, your lawn, your boat, and additionally, there's a link to local stores that might be open during a storm and before a storm that might have supplies for you. We also encourage the community to sign up for our newsletter, which you can do so via a link on prepareboyntonbeach.com, and we will be sending out newsletters constantly with updates throughout a storm situation, before as well as after. I know a lot of people have questions about garbage pickup. That will be addressed on our website, so you'll always find the latest information on our website. We also encourage you to follow us on social media. The city has accounts on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, and mostly we will be updating on Twitter during a storm, but on all the other outlets as well. So we definitely recommend you follow us now so you have that information. The city also has a designated hurricane hotline number that will be activated in the event of a named storm. That phone number is 561-742-6921. Again, 561-742-6921. And that number is on our website as well. So definitely visit prepareboyntonbeach.com to get all the latest information. If you have any questions at all, you can feel free to contact us at marketing@bbfl.us, and we can answer any questions that we might not have addressed on this call. We hope everyone stays safe during the storm season, and please reach out if you have any questions that we didn't cover. Thank you so much.
Okay, well, I'd like to thank our panel for joining us today. I hope that you have received some information. Maybe you didn't know something and you now are going to be better prepared for this hurricane season. Please use the resources that Laura just spoke of. Be safe, We care about you and we want you to be safe. Thank you.